Okay, very good evening to you. Welcome to Restorative Stretch with me, Rob. Okay, welcome to tonight's class. Okay, grab yourself a drink of water and close the doors. Find yourself a nice quiet room to do this. Grab yourself a nice thick mat to do some of the stretches on. We're going to do some standing stretches and we're also going to do some seated stretches as well. So let's give that a go. I've just realised as well that I'm filming this, perhaps not in the right place. So that's good. I'm going to remove that one. Delete on Facebook, remove that. And I'll come back to you in a second. Good. Okay. And save changes. That's better. There we go. We're all running now. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so find yourself a space, tune yourself into a nice, comfortable position. Some nice, calm music on for you. Put your water down beside you, and let's work ourselves into tonight's class. Okay, so our feet underneath our seat bones. We're going to rock our feet forward and backwards. We're going to drive our pelvis forward into a nice neutral position here. Our shoulders back into position. Our palms facing forwards, our thumbs out to the side, and holding this position here. Now rock forward on your toes, and as always, make a fist, make that little gap between your feet, and allow your feet to just roll backwards and forwards into plane. Allow your shoulders to retract into posture, and feel the V of your body staying up nice and tall, the crown of your head lifted up to the ceiling. From here, we're trying to keep our feet under our seat bones. We're allowing the knees to track forward and back. Taking the arms down by our side, trying to hold that posture. From here, we're going to stand on our right leg and work through our left knee flex. You can give me 6 here before you're going to change over to the other side. And swap over. Nice, easy, controlled movement. Nice high knee flexes. And then change leg again. Again, checking that the feet stay nice and parallel to each other. 5 toes facing forward, unless you've got 6. Make sure they're all facing forward here. Pelvis forward, shoulders back. I love seeing you guys on Zoom. It's brilliant. Denise has changed her backdrop. I was blurred out her backdrop. There we go. Swap it over. 6 on the other side. Really good. Look like you're in like the Amazon rainforest there, Denise. Love it. Really good. Nice salmon Amy. Great knee flexor. Great wet toe. Posture back up, chest up. Change it over again. And what we're trying to do is make our muscles, our prime mover muscles, quite a lot of the superficial muscles that are higher up, just work back into being their main job, which is movement. Yeah, trying to get the body to move. 2 more here. 1 more. Excellent. Stand and come out lateral and swing your arms out wide to the side. Each time you're going to take a knee flex up high and keep the leg out. Drop and drive it. Pelvis forward, shoulders back. Nice high knee flex. Kick the leg out wide to the side. 5 more here. 4 more here. 3 more here. 2 more. Last one. Good. Change leg. Knee flex, kick out wide. Excellent. Again, pelvis driven forward, shoulders are back. Nice rhythmical movement of the arms. Slow to the side. Control back in. 2 more here. Last one. Change leg for me again. Slow control movements. No rushing. This isn't an aerobic workout. This isn't about body conditioning. This is about movement. Keeping it in plane. Change leg again for me. Good. Probably starting to feel the outside of your hips. Feeling what's going on with the glutes. Keep working it. 1 more here. Good. Change leg again. Flex lateral kick. Pull the knee back in. 4, 5, and 6. Change leg. Keep it moving. Big stride. Nice deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, and release. So feet under seat bones. Forward flex and drop down. Chin down, draw down, nose down. Let the arms just hang and drop. Feel a lovely extension all the way through the back of the legs. Fold your arms, point your elbows to the ground. Taking yourself into ragdoll pose. Chin on the chest, crown of the head down. And just hold here. Close the eyes. Take this moment to reflect on the day. Let any problems out your system and just hang and drop. Chins drop down the chest, the crown of the head down to the floor, toes to the heel, flat down, big toe to little toe, flat down. And we're just hanging and holding. And over time, yep, you're going to feel that extension through the back of the legs, lengthening through the rectus spinae. And there we unfold. Slowly pulling back up. Pelvis striving forward. Stretch and lean back. Extend the arms fully. Raise to tiptoe. Balance. Hold. So today's class is all about hips and ankles. Release. Feel a few cracks come out the shoulders for sure. Forward fold again. Okay, we fold the arms, draw on the chest, chin down, nose down, close the eyes. So our gravity yoga principles tell us to work on 3 elements. 1 is relaxing the body into this position. You can't stretch a muscle that's tight and holding on for dear life. So feel your body into this position and just relax. Allow the lengthening through the backside. The shoulders relax, the arms relax, the hands relax. It's called wet noodle, a bit of floating pasta. Your body is just so slippery, like a bit of spaghetti. The second principle is breathing. Taking a nice deep breath for 4 seconds. Deep, slow breath. 3 and 4. And then you're going to sigh out a deep breath for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, controlled, bring yourself back up. From here, we're going to take the arms out wide to T, to stretch, to high, to elongate, interlock the fingers and raise up on the ball of your feet again. Now, the third principle of our gravity yoga is to try and increase the time. So that's the next part of it. So you can practice these moves and try, work through a bucket for me here. So see if you can build up maybe to 2 minutes, to 3 minutes, to 5 minutes. If you get to 5 minutes, that's your golden time. That's where you're going to cut out from that time. Okay, relax there. Grab yourself a drink of water because you've got quite thirsty there. Lick around your lips, hydrate. Okay, we're going to take it into a seating position. Now, you can do this by sitting on the floor, sitting in a chair, whatever you need to. I'd recommend you put your back up against something because it gives you a bit of support. Okay, and we're going to take our left foot and place it over our right thigh. Okay, the first thing we're going to work on is working out through the hip movement. So we're going to place our left hand on top of our left knee and on the inside process here. Okay, the other foot's going to be flat down on the floor. Okay, and then you're going to try and tuck your knee into your chest slightly. Now, you've got a couple of options here. You can rest your left arm on top of your left shin. Or alternatively, you can place your left hand inside the left knee. Bring your hand to the outside of the right foot and give it a little pull inwards. You feel a nice big stretch on the outside of the left hip. And allow the arm to just rest. And what you're doing is you're applying some weight to the inside of the knee. And you're giving it a bit of propulsion. Just a little bit of additional gravity. I had a wonderful phrase actually this week. It's about how our body are. And it's about how do we resist gravity. I love it as a phrase. I think it's absolutely brilliant. How do we resist gravity? So it's about, do you move? Do you exercise? Do you stretch? Do you eat well? Do you drink well? And these are brilliant things. Now, what we're going to try and do is pull the front foot so that the heel is coming down towards the hip. The shin trying to get parallel. Now, if you're struggling with a knee injury, recovery, etc., your knee might be right up here. You might be grabbing a pillow, stick it on top of your bent knee, and just holding it up here. That might be your range. Yeah, and that's cool. You just got to work it through. In terms of posture behind you, you can either sag into it, you could sit up a little bit higher. Now, the higher you sit with your back up against the wall, the greater the angle here at the hip. And so what we're trying to do is pull that knee in just a little bit closer, the shin in a bit tighter, and feeling a big stretch on the outside of the hip. The left hand comes down to the floor, supporting us down to the ground, and we're just trying to pull that shin in towards our chest. Here we can feel a lovely big deep stretch on the outside of the glute, and we're going to try and relax ourselves into it. Now from here we can rest our arms, both arms now on top of our shins. Okay, and it's going to give a bit more load to the outside of the knee. Now, if that's uncomfortable for you, you're feeling the ankle bone, or sorry, the lateral malleolus, that bumpy bit on the outside of your ankle is digging into your thigh, probably a bit too much. So just relax it off just slightly. Yeah, work what feels comfortable. Again, keep your back supported against the wall or a chair so you can keep it nice and stretched. Again, head back, shoulders back, and the more you can sit up against the wall, the better. Again, the shin nice and parallel to the floor, lovely big deep stretch on the outside of the glutes, and it's a really lovely way of opening up the hip. Now, if I bring my forearm into the inside of that knee, I can give it a little bit of guidance, trying to push it away, getting some more rotation inside my hip inside the pelvis. You can get some lovely rotation here. You're going to feel what's happening in your body. And again, if it's too much, you might be dropping this lead leg down onto the floor. So you might feel it's a bit more comfortable here. If it's just too much flexion on your knee. But see if you can keep it up, okay, on top of the other thigh. The other part is you might want to drop this lead knee down just slightly. If it's just getting way too uncomfortable, just gives you a bit of variety. Again, close the eyes. Can you drag that foot back in again? Can you keep that movement here? Can you open up the inside of the thigh? Could you rest both arms onto it to give you a bit more load down onto it? You can feel the hip open up. Really nice. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Unstack the leg and straighten. Turn onto your side. Okay, so you definitely feel it in the left glute here. Okay, so I rest on my right side, got my left hip up. I'm just going to bring my left knee up to my chest and then extend back out. Some big flexion extension work here. Good work. 3 more here. 2 more here. Last one here. Good, good. And release. Okay, so sitting ourselves back up again. Okay, and placing your back up against the wall. Head back supported, and then we're just going to take the right foot up. Again, start with the left knee extended slightly, just to help you get to this position. When you feel comfortable with it, this is when you can guide the left heel back in towards yourself and feel a lovely deep stretch through the outside of the glute. Again, we can rest our arms on top of the shin. Okay, and then again, we can pull the knee up into a slightly more. We can rotate the knee away from us, the right knee pushing away. A lovely big deep stretch on the outside of the glute. And again, just holding this position here. Now, again, you're going to find, as we always do with all of these classes, that you've got different ranges and different flexibilities. We have different levels of imbalance, okay? And we might find that this shin here is a bit more acute, okay? So it's a bit more angled here at the knee joint. I want you to just play with this position here. If you've got it really flexed, maybe extending it just slightly takes a little bit of the strain out of the muscle. But then if you pull into it, does it give you a bit more range in the glutes? What we're trying to do here is, again, work through the extension through the outside of the hip. And again, maybe just pull that foot in just slightly more. Bring the hand or the elbow to the inside of the knee and just giving a little push out. A little bit more rotation through as the hip joins into the pelvis. Again, head back to the wall, take a deep breath in, close your eyes, breathe in deep for 4. And then slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, just close the eyes, just let the knee do its job, let the hip flex, let the knee flex, let the ankle flex, let your body do what it needs to do. Again, nice deep breath in for 4. Slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, nice deep breath in for 4. Slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, just give a little push out on the hip. Change that knee position. Sit yourself up nice and straight. Get your shoulders back. Again, your head back to the wall. Get a lovely big opening up again. The hip rotated. Again, support the foot. Maybe bring the knee across slightly further. Maybe rest the hands and the arms up slightly higher up onto the shin, onto the foot, and push away. And again, nice deep breath in. And slow deep breath out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, just change that position. Should be starting to nag at you now slightly. It's just that change in the pelvis. Oh, just the way the hips now moving and giving a bit more length. Take again that deep breath for 4. And slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly releasing. Okay, so from here, support the ankle. Your knee is going to be supported as well with the other hand. Just let it extend, stretch it out. I'm going to roll onto the left side this time. Lengthen the body out. Tummy forward, shoulders back, pelvis forward. And again, just work through this knee, flexing, extension, and then abduction here. Just trying to make sure the knee and the hip stay nice and fluid. Good work. And release. Now, take yourself back into that seated position. We're going to take our left foot, place it over the top of the right thigh again. And then we're going to work through some rolls. So, placing the left hand just at the base of the shin, just above the ankles, ankle bones, and we're going to circle this foot as wide as we feel comfortable. And we're trying to get as much movement as possible in this ankle as we can. And for me, this is extremely painful to do this. I have a little bone spur at the base of my tibia, and it's just crunchy like the sound of a crisping fire. That's what's going on my ankle here. So again, we're going to open it up nice and wide, bigger movement as we can. Roll the ankle around, as big as movement as you can. And over time, you might find you'll be able to get a little bit more movement through the ankle, just circling it round, restoring it back to where it should be. Now, if you don't moisturize your feet every night, I recommend you start doing that with immediate effect. Get yourself some really good foot cream. And again, if you're struggling with getting your foot over the top of the knee, you might want to place it underneath, maybe rest it on a yoga block or something. So you can rest your foot on here and you'll be able to turn it around, okay? Got a yoga block just underneath my ankle here. Be a nice way of doing this exercise as well. So find different ways to make it work for you. And again, remember that we were stretching out through the outside of the glutes earlier, so we can raise the knee up just slightly higher. We can feel that movement through from the toes and the ankle, working hard. Let's change direction, so we're going to counterclockwise that roll. And again, we're going to feel these crunches and these cracks all coming out through the foot and the ankle. Three more here. Two more circles. Last one. And release it. Shake it out. Okay, let's swap the legs over. Let's see if this one's as crunchy as the other side, shall we? And again, we're just going to work those big circle movements. This is a great class, guys, because when else do you make the time to spend looking at your feet, your ankles, your movements? We do so many classes like, HIIT and body conditioning and strength training, but when do we actually stop to take notice of actually what is it that our feet are actually doing? We rotate through the ankle. We try and make as big a circle as we possibly can. Again, rotate through. Keep it all the same direction again. Supple movements. As big a circle as you can draw each time. But honestly, when you stand up in a minute, you are going to feel such a big difference in your ankle foot complex. I love it. It's really good. Two more here. One more. You're good. Change the direction. Five more here. Four more here. Three more. Two more. One more. Change direction again. Same foot. And just feel where the point of restriction is. And just try and give yourself that little bit more movement as you work through and around. Five more. Four more. Three more. Two more. One more. Change direction again. Reversing round. And release. Good stuff. Unfold the legs. And then take yourself up to standing. Okay. So if you struggle with something called plantar fasciitis, this is a lovely little stretch for you. It's a deep stretch here as well for working through the soleus at the base part of our calf. Okay, so from here, We're going to raise our right toes up towards the wall and lean into it going forward. Just going to move this bench out of the way. Okay, so we're walking our feet up. Again, we're checking our gait. So again, that fist gap between the feet, raising the toes up high. I'm just going to gently press into the wall. Now, the right toes are forward and we lean into it. So we're pushing our chest up and directly into the wall. Okay, now the back foot, we're going to stay on the ball of the foot and push up. Now, if you're finding that's too much in the ankle, grab yourself a block or something that you can place underneath the foot. Okay, and again, place yourself against the wall, bring your foot onto it, and you'll be able to push the other foot down flat to the floor. Okay, so it just takes a little bit of the strain out. Now, it's entirely up to you, which level you want to work at. I'm just going to walk out the way. Now, you're going to push into it. Now, the front foot, we've got a lovely big deep stretch into the base of the calf. And we've also got our toes up high against the wall. So if you're wearing trainers, kick the trainers off and get yourself barefoot up against the wall. Okay, and allow your knee and your torso and your hips to come in towards the wall as well. Really nice. 3, 2, 1. And lean in a little bit further. Again, take a nice deep breath in for 4. And slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again. Just a little bit more of a shunt with the hips going forward. Deep breath in. Slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And push once more. Let's go. Drive it in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Shake it out. Roll the foot, roll the ankle, swap it over. And again, we drive the knee forward, bring the chest back, shoulders back. Then a lovely extension through the base of the calf. And again, your choice. You could bring the wedge underneath to stand this foot up a little bit higher. And again, try to drive the chest in towards the wall. You feel a lovely lengthening of the muscle fibers underneath the foot. And we're trying to bring ourselves in with our chest a little bit closer in towards the wall each time. Turn the cheek to the side. Let the shoulders relax, the hands dropping down a little bit further. Nice big extension through the foot. And the shoulders relax once more. Take a deep breath in for 4. And slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, nice deep breath in. Slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one here, team. Well done. Well trained tonight. Really good workout. Hold that breath and then exhale. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Slowly releasing the foot off the wall and take a walk around. You should feel a massive difference in the base of your foot. Great change in your hip. Shake your arms out. Forward fold. Let yourself drop. Slowly come back up. Circle the arms up wide. Stretch overhead. Cross your arms over, back to back, and palms interlaced. Interlock your fingers. Drive up high onto tiptoes. Push your heels away. Push your pelvis forward. Hold it here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Shake it out. Give yourselves a round of applause. Really well trained. That's a great session tonight. Grab yourself a drink of water. Hydrate well, team. Thank you so much for joining me. Journey's back tomorrow night. HIIT training at 6:30, so come join us for that. I'm back on Friday morning, HIIT 20 at 7:35 and body conditioning at 8 o'clock. And also join me Saturday morning for Stretch and Flow at 8 o'clock as well. Well trained. See you next time for the next one.
And then I was working till 1 on the Thursday.